And joining me now is Aylin Unver Noi. She's an international relations analyst. Thank you very much for coming in here.
Thank you for having me.
Would you say that these talks in Istanbul were a success?
It's about the ceasefire. No, it failed to produce a ceasefire. From this perspective, we cannot talk about a success. But on the other hand, the continuation of talks and keeping the dialogue open is a major success of these talks. This is the third round of negotiations, and Turkey plays a significant role in achieving these talks between two countries. And of course, is the humanitarian aspect. There are some steps previously taken by these talks. It will continue, as far as I understand, from the outcomes declared from the night meeting. And the prisoner exchanges will continue. They will add more than 1,000 soldiers from each side. And also the short ceasefires will be declared 24 to 48 hours for return of the bodies of the soldiers who lost their lives in the war. And the third one, which is the new one in comparison to previous talks, is the repatriation of children. This is one of the issues that the Ukrainian side wanted from Russia for a long time, because there are missing Ukrainian children. These children were separated from their parents, and return of these Ukrainian children to their home is important for the Ukrainian side. And at these talks, there will be some steps taken in this respect from the Russian side.
So what's it going to take then? I mean, you've achieved all these things that you just mentioned, but no ceasefire. What's it going to take to reach an actual ceasefire?
From the spokesperson of Russia, the Peskov said before the meeting, we should not expect a miracle to ceasefire. It will be, as far as I understand, a long process. As our Minister of Foreign Affairs already told, that diplomacy is a process. But on the other hand, there is need for positive approach or constructive approach to reach a ceasefire than to end the war totally and to reach a peace agreement. And the continuation of the Russian demands, especially annexation of 4 regions of Ukraine, is still resisted by the Ukrainian side, rejecting by the Ukrainian side those maximalist, or how can I say, demands of, or not acceptable from the Ukrainian side conditions, continues. So this means that we will see more loss of lives, unfortunately, because there's an ongoing conflict. And because of the absence of the ceasefire and the ongoing conflict in the region. But on the other hand, we can understand that there will be some continuation of these talks, at least to reach, when necessary, on the topics that they can agree on.
Mm-hmm. Do you see Turkey playing a major role there
as
well?
Yes, I understand Turkey will continue to play a major role in these talks, because Istanbul is not the venue for a platform for these peace talks. But at the same time, there was another peace talks, negotiation of nuclear talks between the EU and Iran in these days. So Turkey is playing an active role in these mediation efforts. So not just being as a venue, but at the same time providing all help, all its diplomatic instruments to contribute to achieve a ceasefire, to achieve the agreement for the opposition sides.
Do you think a ceasefire could be on the table for the next talks?
It should be. It should be, because the war is the failure of diplomacy, and it's not a success. So at the end of the day, diplomacy should be successful, and the ceasefire should be declared, and then it will also stop the hostility between the two sides, and this will also create an opportunity for both sides to end a final agreement and a final peace deal.
Aylin Unver Noi, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.